Hurdles trials. We have 12 heats. The top 8 advance to Thursday's final on time. Our fastest 8 will advance. Heat number 1, we have John Collier, Brendan Underwood, Colin Todd, Malik Kendall, Elijah Smith, Robbie Webster Jr., Mark Robertson, and Rashid McAlpin. Very close up the middle. Elijah Smith, Robbie Webster Jr. Robbie Webster Jr., 14:52. Elijah Smith, 14:55. Heat number 2 on the track. Scheduled, we have Cameron Lay, Richard James, Cordell Richardson, Robert Miller, Edmund Okerson, Cameron Johnson, Kennard Isaac Jr., and Tori Wetzel. Coming up the center of the track in 4, that's Robert Miller. To his inside in 3, Cordell Richardson. Robert Miller of Baltimore, Maryland, 14:37. Cordell Richardson, Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, 14:55. Heat 3. Scheduled for this prelim, we have DeAndre McNeil, Paris Ward, Roland Otto-Oring, Owen Ritter, Fred Boyd, Frank Douglas, Caleb Richmond, Ardren Carr. Lane 6, Frank Douglas of Mansfield, Ohio. In 5, Fred Boyd of Detroit, Michigan. Douglas, 14:36. Boyd, 14:55. Heat 4, next up. Scheduled, we have Adrian Uribe, Jalen Hiller, Markevius Brown, Dorian Williams Jr., Ryan Beecham, Sabari Bailey, Antoine Daniels Jr., and Alexander Smith. And 6, that's Sabari Bailey. Paducah, Illinois, to his inside in 3 now. Marcus Brown of West Palm Beach, Florida. Brown, 14:48. Next up, Heat 5 of our 12 prelims. Scheduled, we have Damon Batten, Maximilian Bennett, Keem Thomas, Benjamin Johnson, Craig Rock, Luis Vasquez, Dwayne Miller, Julian McFarland. Lane 5, Craig Rock, Hammond, Louisiana. In 3, Hakeem Thomas of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Rock, 14:41, Thomas, 14:43. Heat 6, Stefan Golikowski, Nicholas Hilson, Elias Jukin, Daniel Neptune, Weston Jenkins, Logan Cobb, Lamarge Harris Jr., Jalen Wilson. Daniel Neptune of Miami Gardens, Florida, in lane 4. Neptune, 14:31. Heat 7 at the blocks. Sequoia Copeland, Samuel Garcia, Chris Douglas, Javon Matthews, Mike Brown, Paxton Wiley, Alan Ford, Jerome Harris. In 4, Javon Matthews, Davenport, Iowa. Matthews, 14:61. Heat 8 coming up. Stephen Coleman, Murray, Cameron Anglin, Jacob Johnson, Costello, Taj Grayfield, Derek Russell, Ronald Casey III. Castelhusen of Milwaukee, Wisconsin in lane 5. Husen 14:55. Heat 9 up next. We have Chase Austin, Carter Holt, Demarion Tolliver, Garrett Moore, Andrew Madison, Donaldo Benjamin, Jarrell Stone, and Malik Francis. Donaldo Benjamin of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Benjamin 14:29. Heat 10. James Waters, Alexander Klein, Chad Zallo, Devon Clark, Sidney Gibbons, Corey Thompson Jr., Gusnari Decius, Talon Ross. Chad Zallo, Warren, Ohio. Zallo 14:27. Next up, Heat 11. Scheduled for this race, Dominic Smith, Daniel Roberts, Brandon Perry, Tyler Kirkwood, Demetrius Heath, Isaac Agamon, and Kyle Miller. Brandon Perry, Grand Prairie, Texas. Perry 14:72. our 12th and final preliminary heat for our 17 and 18-year-old young men's 110-meter hurdle trials. Scheduled are Brian Moines, Dominic Lemonius, I beg your pardon, Jeffrey Penny, Tremaine Flagler, Damian O'Neill, Jason Francois, Leslie Patton III. Lane 5, Tremaine Flagler, Atlanta, Georgia. Flagler, 14:61.
Here are the results of the 17, 18-year-old women discus. In 5th, Shelby Gunnells, 127 feet 1 inch. In 4th, Patricia Ninchu, 128.6. In 3rd, Kristen Egalibo, 129.5. In 2nd, China Otis, 140 feet 3 inches.